The importance of capacity building in the commodities ecosystem cannot be overemphasized. Hello and welcome to another episode of LCFE Market Plus. My name is Joy Osamudeme. Welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is LCFE Market Plus. Today, let's talk about capacity building in the commodities ecosystem. On set with me is Professor Ayo Olowe. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Now, Professor Ayo is a chartered accountant, is a chartered stockbroker, is a chartered commodities broker. He's also a chartered... What other chartered? Okay, I just thought I'll keep listening all the chartered and chartered. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's talk about capacity building in the commodities ecosystem. Why is it important for us to have trainings like this, capacity building?
It's important for us to have training so that people can understand the workings of the commodity market, how we can benefit from the market, how you can tap to the opportunities available to the market, how the whole country can realize potentials in the commodity market. So everybody needs training, both the members of the public, the institutions, the government, everybody needs to be trained on the commodity market.
Now, when you talk about trainings, everybody needs training. Are we looking at what level of education? Are we looking at graduates, undergraduates? What about people that are not schooled?
Well, somebody that have a school cert, you can put it at the minimum level of the school cert. Everybody actually needs training, including the farmers, because the commodities also have to do with farming. But because of the level of education we have today, at least the minimum basic education in Nigeria is maybe for at least somebody to have a school cert, okay? And for us to have a school cert, and if somebody have a school cert, he also needs training. The reason why I say everybody needs training, it's saying that we are training everybody to be able to use this as a business.
Okay.
Commodity trading is a business. It can be used as an entrepreneurship area.
So you're talking about the opportunities now in capacity training.
No, because if everybody is trained on commodities, it can reduce unemployment situation in Nigeria.
Okay.
The idea of people looking for work, there's a lot of job opportunities in the area of commodity trading. Very wide. So many areas require a lot of opportunities. Every aspect of the ecosystem or the commodity space, okay, require people to go into it. And for people to be able to go into this business, they need to learn how they can benefit, how they can realize their potential if they go into this particular business. And for you to go into a business that you don't know anything about, you need to be trained so that you can learn about the opportunities available in that business. Now
let's talk about this training. Let's narrow it down. What kind of training can cause or catalyze growth in the commodities ecosystem? When you say people need training, what kind of training are we looking at?
Just for you to be able to do a business, you need to learn about the mechanics of the business. You need to learn about the products, the mechanics of trading, who are my target buyers, how can I source the products? How can I get the products to be traded? How can I get if I'm a seller, okay, of the products, how can I relate with my buyers? How can I get a fair price for my products? So that's the reason why you need to be trained. Because some of these products, they have different complexities. You first also need to understand the product you are trying to trade in.
Okay.
Do you even understand the product? If, for example, you are dealing with agricultural commodities have a lot of vulnerabilities. Some of them are seasonal, some of them varies with quality. If you don't keep them in store them properly, it can lose some moisture. How do I bring this product to a standard that I'll be able to get a fair price if I want to sell it? So I need to understand that product.
So as a chartered commodity broker on the LCFE platform,
okay,
how would you leverage capacity trading as a catalyst for growth on the LCFE platform?
Growth. As one of the brokers on the exchange, one of my job I'm trying to do is to bring so many of the people that are supposed to be involved in commodity aerospace, to bring them into the platform of the commodity exchange. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Okay, to bring them under the platform of the commodity exchange. They can realize more by trading on the commodity exchange. It can get a fair price.
Mm-hmm.
One of the role the exchange is performing is price discovery.
Okay.
Okay, and because many of people that want to trade in these commodities, the problem is that how can they get a fair price, especially the farmers? And how can they get a fair price? And you can only get a fair price by trading on the commodity exchange. But the price we get on the exchange is if it will be the best price in the whole world. Okay, because if you have to get a better price discovery, okay, by trading on the commodity exchange.
Okay.
So I need to train people to be able to know that they can get that by trading on the commodity exchange, they can get a fair price. So that all the commodity trading they are doing, they need to bring them under the space of the commodity exchange.
Awesome.
So, because if more people are trading on the commodity exchange, so many people can be encouraged to go into the area of commodity trading, and definitely it will promote economic growth in the country.
Awesome. Okay.
The growth in commodity trading will promote economic growth in the country because the government, more people will be able to earn money on this business. The country as a whole will earn more revenue, and of course, it will promote economic growth through job creation. So many things will come into being.
All right,
more people are into the business.
Professor Ayo, before we let you go on the show to this morning,
okay,
I would love you to tell our audience something, a word. What's that word that you think, a key word for our audience, our young ones, about the fact that, listen, LCFE is doing something like this called commodities capacity building, plug-in. What are the opportunities? What do you want the youth to see about capacity building on the LCFE platform?
What I want the youth to learn from this, to know from here now, is that for every youth in this country, your destiny is in your hand. We now want to give you the opportunity of putting your destiny in your hand. This is an opportunity for you to tap into. If you learn the art of commodities trading, the destiny of your future can be in your hand. This is an opportunity for you to make money for yourself. This is an opportunity for you to create business for yourself. Because if you learn this business, okay, it's an avenue for you to start to have your own business. You don't even have to work for anybody. If you learn commodity trading, you can start making money for yourself.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, so you've heard it from the professor himself. That's all we can take on today's episode of the LCFE Market Plus. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Doesn't end there. Turn on your notification buttons to always get updates whenever anything pops up on the platform. Till I come your way same time next week, have a lovely week. Bye.